Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Aquarius for March of 2021. For all of you that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck, kind of like an overall view of the month. And we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have this weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Guess that makes all of you Aquariuses named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month. And I don't think the cards are going to go week by week. I feel they'll blend in and out throughout the month as basically an overall theme. Now, for this month, we have actually really good words. We have one, or actually two, tough, a little bit tougher cards. Words are education, forgiveness, release, and harmony and acceptance. So there might be some things we're going to have to decide on also, because we have these 2 cards that are a little tough, and we have 3 people cards all in the same bunch. So there's going to be some decisions, I'm assuming, we're going to make, because our first card here is the 8 of Swords, and that's a little bit tough in itself. It's kind of related to the 2 of Swords, the one where the lady has the swords crossed in front of her chest and she's blindfolded. That's called the card of denial. But this particular 8 is a card of, with this 8, we're completely conscious that there are choices that are available, but despite being conscious of the choices, we feel like we're unable or maybe just unwilling to make the choice. So therefore we maintain this painful kind of a state in our life. So it's not, some people see it as really negative. I don't see it as really negative, because she is not tied up in like rope. She's tied up in soft cloth. The swords are in sand, but in this card, her mouth is covered. So her eyes, her nose, and her mouth are covered. So this is kind of like being bound and blindfolded and surrounded by all these swords that can be just like kicked out of the way, basically. And it's a situation around us that would be causing us great anguish, pain, unhappiness, like that. But we are not without resources. Let's put it that way. We are not without resources to change the matter. And sometimes these situations like this are just simply, just simply temporary situations. So taking this off, take off this blindfold, thinking about it, releasing the things that are holding me back like that, forgiving them, moving on, and making the choices and changes that are going to make my life more harmonious, but more harmonious to me. That's what I want to say. More harmonious to me, not to every other person in the whole entire world, but what is it going to make it right for me? Because I find, and we never think about this, when we do what is absolutely right for ourselves, then everyone benefits. We might not see that end result, but everyone benefits from it. So in that manner, it's a good thing for us to do what's right for myself. Because our next card here, we have a people card, and this is going to be Pentacle energy. It's the Knight of Pentacles, and Pentacles are earth energy. So it's going to be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo type energy. It'll be something outside of ourself. So this night is like at a point of arrival or departure. That's the energy. It's like sitting there calm and at parade rest. It's that kind of energy. If it's a person in our life, it'll be male or female, and it's going to be that earth energy like I told you. It's someone with a spirit of adventure who would be very materially minded. Very materially minded. Very good at performing any kind of task that's set before it, right? Very good at it, but I have to set the task. Basically, if it's someone outside of me, they're not a self-starter. Let's put it that way. And the other thing is, it could suggest some type of situation where we're traveling or doing the arrivals and departure thing. I know a lot of us aren't traveling a lot right now, but it may come down to that. Or we may quit a job with the Knight of Pentacles energy for more money somewhere else, or experience other changes that are relative basically to our money, or to, the money and the funds in our life, that are probably going to be pretty good type of changes, is the way it feels to me. It's just the energy of this kind of moving forward, but having to move by taking a bunch of steps back and forth. That's how it feels to us right now. It's like, okay, I'm going to change my job. I'm going to go move to another house. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Maybe if I'm moving, I am back and forth, taking things from one place to the other. It's that kind of energy. But that little period in there that's kind of like stasis, I think, because we're going to have to make the choices first in order to do it and release the things that maybe are holding us back, or in that kind of energy too, and get on with it in order to produce what it is that we want. Because now we have the Page of Swords. So this is going to be air energy, male or female, because these are general readings. I told you we have 3 people cards in here, and these are hard to read. So it's going to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's us. So we're showing up in our own reading, which can be a pretty good sign, standing up on our own 2 feet. But this Page of Swords energy is kind of like, he appears like, remember, it's immature energy. It's not the king or queen, not even up to the knight. So it's an immature energy that is very, very self-confident. He's looking straight ahead, so sword out in front of him. If somebody comes up behind the Page of Swords, he's just absolutely sure he's going to cut him down and knock him right out. So it's almost an arrogant type energy. So this page, this particular immature energy, it can bring news of maybe difficulties, problems, maybe relating to someone younger that we know, an offspring, maybe one of the kids failing some kind of exam in school. There's an element of experimentation with this Page of Swords energy, whether it's us or someone else taking some kind of risk or behaving in a risky manner. So we want to keep that in mind for the month. Like, don't do that. It might cause problems. It's that type of energy. The Page of Swords is motivated by unconventional activity. I couldn't get the word out. Unconventional activity that can cause strife, aggravation in my life, just, it's an off-the-cuff energy. that says, I didn't think about it, I just did it. So we don't want to, basically really don't want to get into that type of energy, because it could be our downfall. And we don't want those that are around us that are in some way influencing us to get into that kind of energy, because it could be their downfall. So maybe that has to do with why we need to take off this blindfold and speak our piece. And if it's someone outside of us, maybe forgive them and release them to bring and accept that, like our words down here, to bring more harmony and balance into our own lives. Okay? So for some of us, it could be that. Others of us, it's going to be us showing up in our own reading, which could be a good sign if we're the one that's in charge of making and speaking up and speaking our piece, because we know that there are decisions or choices we have to make that are holding us back in some way, and maybe it's time to move on to another level. That's exactly what I heard, because now we get the 5 of Rods energy in here, and this is when new competition comes into the neighborhood or in the global economy. Some people call this a fake battle or a fake fight, but it kind of signifies, because Rod's energy is usually business finance, so it signifies like competition in the global money, in the global economy, like the mad scramble, greed, power, money, all that type of stuff. And it is struggle in the marketplace, which we're all seeing a lot of that type of energy. So new factors moving into the neighborhood, so to speak. There's it's more demands that we change, that we adapt, that we grow. More demands on us, like all the time. Things aren't as simple as they were before. Like I said, new competition in the neighborhood, and we'd have to put forth a heck of a lot more effort to keep what we've gained in terms of financial gain, material goods. Remember, these are usually business finance. Either we suffer some kind of hardship or loss, or we can actually go really far, like go to great heights of success, acquisition of wealth, and doing well for ourselves. So to me, even in that kind of energy, it still is coming down to keeping myself out of the unconventional, foolish stuff that's risky for me, and speaking my piece, doing it in a manner that maybe I don't want to make it. I feel held down or held back, but knowing that there are other options out there for me. That's why I was saying, maybe for some of us, this could be a breakup of a relationship and then into another one, or maybe changes in job or work or stuff, because I have to shake this like stagnant energy off and get on with my life. Maybe I'm not going any further in it, or maybe this relationship I've just been battling too long and it's time to change it. It could be just that type of energy. But now we got another people card. This is going to be fire energy, so it's going to be Leo, Aries, or Sag. This is the Knight of Rods. So this knight is a jousting knight. He's preparing for the games. He's not going into battle. But I'm saying he, and it can be male or female energy. So knights can be messengers. This Knight of Rods brings good news to us, which is great, concerning our work or concerning social activities, things like that, brings glad tidings to us. So happy stuff, a happy event, a journey, a vacation, change of residence, a change of a job, like I was saying, an engagement or a marriage. Some of us may make that decision, get out of one relationship and start to enjoy another one because we're tired of battling. Some of us, it's going to be just all work related to us, you know. If it represents a specific person, it's usually someone that's a little younger, not young like a page, but a little younger, maybe a relative, maybe a friend, but they do have the same qualities of the king and queen of rods, and also indicates the message that they are bearing can be trusted and it is faithful. Remember, the king and queen of wands or rods, they call them rods in these cards, why I don't know, are loyal, honest, trustworthy. So whatever good news is coming to me, it can be trusted. I know I can accept it at face value because it's honest, it's truthful, and it's trustworthy, basically. So whoever's looking at this, I'm thinking some of us could be making a choice from one relationship to another. Others of us may think maybe I need to make a choice about my job because it's holding me down or holding me back in some manner, shape, or form like that. But we really, this month, I think, need to know that certain things are going on out there in the world and around us. And we need to adapt, we need to grow, we need to know what it is that we truly, what is it that is truly worth our fighting for? And then make those choices. And that takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of trust in our own inner being, you know, and the capacity to forgive and release anything that's holding us back or down. If you think about it, oh gosh, our angel card is be honest with yourself. Holding you back or down, here you go. Be honest with yourself. You may be feeling like this, but you can shake off those ties and use one of those swords or just stuck in sand to cut off the blindfold and speak your peace. It says, look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean on us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they will come to you upon angels' wings. That's a good message to go with this reading, and at least we know this Knight of Rods energy here is going to be, we can trust what they're bringing to us. It says, you receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you have been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face the situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotion, your relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. The situation improves when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings, even if others don't agree, and don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion that this is the way it is. Well, Aquarius, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go nab about me, or if you need an appointment, all the information's down below the screen in the About section over at the website. Over at the website, there's 2 short videos. One explains the prayer class, the other the suture classes that I put out there for you. Prayer class tells you how to format prayers, why you would do them that way. Sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day, but the videos that explain them are at the website. So to all of you I've met through 5 whole years of doing YouTubes now and 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.